When a woman's body lightly brushes against yours, even for a single second in just the right way, it's a strong sign that she feels something. This is not random. It's one of those quiet truths that many men miss without realizing it. There are small hidden movements her body makes when she has already chosen you internally, long before she ever says anything openly. I'm going to walk you through 7 clear actions that show her interest without her needing to speak at all. The final one, number 7, is so revealing that men who are truly aware recognize it almost automatically. Once you understand this correctly, you'll stop doubting yourself and replaying moments in your head. There's a certain charge in the air when two people feel that early pull toward each other. Nothing obvious has happened yet. No kisses, no deep emotional talks, no dramatic confessions, just tension. Her hands may shift slightly, her eyes might look away, and then return to yours. Holding for just a second longer than usual, she flips her hair in a way that looks casual, but somehow happens exactly when you're watching. You might tell yourself it's all in your imagination, but it's far more real than you think. Women don't always communicate attraction with words. They feel it first and explain it later. Their bodies speak through signals before their minds fully catch up. This comes from how the emotional parts of the brain work faster, more instinctive, and more honest than conscious thought. These reactions happen before logic steps in. That's the real nature of attraction. Quiet, subtle, and powerful. A man who can't read these cues misses chances again and again without knowing why. The man who can read them builds real connection, warmth, and depth because he moves with confidence, calm, and grounded masculine energy. He doesn't rush. He doesn't force anything. His presence alone creates safety. So, let's move into it. 7 touches, 7 signals, 7 silent invitations. She often starts by making small adjustments to her clothes. She might play with her sleeves, touch the edge of her neckline, smooth the fabric around her waist, fix the hem of her skirt, or gently slide a bra strap back into place. When a woman feels drawn to you, she becomes more aware of how she looks, even if she already looks fine. These are not meaningless habits. They are small sparks of nervous excitement. Her body is quietly saying, "See me." Imagine the two of you talking normally. She didn't need to fix anything, yet she keeps doing it. That's not an accident. That's attraction showing itself. This kind of physical preparation isn't about vanity. Her mind is getting ready to stand out for you. Many men overlook this because it's so subtle. Your calm, steady energy matters here. When you stay relaxed and grounded, it gives her room to express interest without fear. I once knew a man in his mid-40s who became aware of this and suddenly felt more connected to women than ever before. Another strong signal is when she touches her neck or collarbone. This area is sensitive and exposed. When she runs her fingers along it, plays with a necklace, or lets her hand rest there briefly, it's rarely random. It shows trust mixed with attraction. Specialists call this a display gesture. Her softer, more vulnerable side is coming forward because she feels safe and subtly drawn to you. Many men completely miss this sign, but once you learn to see it, your perspective on interactions changes. Then there's the way she uses her lips. If she gently bites them, slowly applies lip balm, presses them together with intention, or lightly touches them with her fingers while glancing in your direction. That's desire showing up. Across cultures, lips are deeply tied to intimacy. Her mind is preparing her body for closeness, even if she hasn't admitted it to herself yet. When you notice this, don't rush and don't overtalk. Just keep natural eye contact and remain relaxed. Your presence will communicate more than any clever words ever could. Think about your past experiences. Haven't you seen this before? Many men sense it, but don't understand it. As you become more aware, especially with age, you start carrying yourself with more purpose and control. Next comes the movement of her legs. She crosses and uncrosses them, shifts her weight, rubs her thigh, changes how she's sitting, or taps her knee lightly. This is emotional energy trying to release itself. A woman who feels nothing stays still. A woman who feels drawn to you struggles to remain motionless. If this happens while she keeps eye contact, you're not just another person nearby. She's reacting to you. These movements may be small, but noticing them can completely change how you move through social situations. For men who feel drained by work and routine, becoming aware of these signals can restore a sense of aliveness and connection. Then there's the classic sign, playing with her hair. She might twirl a strand, sweep it behind her ear, twist the ends, brush it over her shoulder, or adjust her hairstyle without any real reason. This is one of the most common yet genuine indicators of attraction. When feelings start to rise, she channels that inner energy into movement, and hair becomes a natural outlet. It's a soft, wordless way of saying, "I notice you." Many older men say recognizing this alone made them feel confident again because they realized it was never random. Another signal that's become more common in modern times involves her phone. She picks it up, but doesn't really use it. She locks and unlocks the screen, flips it in her hand, sets it down, picks it up again, then repeats the cycle. This isn't boredom, it's nervous energy. She's feeling something, but doesn't want to show it too clearly. Your presence is creating emotion that she's trying to manage. Many men mistake this for disinterest and pull away too soon. In reality, it often means the opposite. Now we come to the strongest sign of all, her hands. She fidgets with her fingers, taps her nails, twists a ring, plays with a bracelet, presses her palms together, or lightly brushes her fingertips. This is one of the clearest signs of emotional intensity. Her body is processing tension, positive tension, attraction-driven tension. Experienced men pay close attention to this because it's hard to fake. When this happens, the best response is to stay calm, breathe steadily, and speak with relaxed confidence. A slightly deeper voice and open posture naturally increase the pull. Now ask yourself honestly, how many times you've seen these signs but convinced yourself they meant nothing? How many opportunities were right in front of you while you told yourself she wasn't interested? Understanding these cues doesn't make you aggressive or pushy. It makes you aware, and awareness is attractive. Women sense when a man is grounded, observant, and sure of himself. They feel it instantly. This is chemistry happening in real time. Dopamine rising, oxytocin building trust, adrenaline adding excitement. Once you understand how these responses show up in the body, attraction stops feeling confusing and starts becoming understandable. Physical space is another major clue. If she subtly angles her body toward you while you're talking, shifting her shoulders or hips in your direction, that's intentional. She's directing her whole presence toward you. Everyone has a natural personal boundary. When she reduces that distance without a reason, she's inviting you closer, leaning in, pulling her chair nearer, staying beside you even when others arrive. These are strong signals of interest. Another deep indicator is mirroring. When a woman feels connected, her body unconsciously matches yours. You touch your face, and moments later, she touches hers. You adjust your posture, and she follows. You lean back, and she does the same shortly after. This isn't copying, it's instinctive alignment. Her nervous system is syncing with yours. If you want to notice it, make a small movement and watch for a delayed response. When this happens repeatedly, it means something real is forming. One signal might mean nothing. Several together mean attraction is building. Mirroring is nearly impossible to fake because it comes from the subconscious. It shows comfort, trust, and emotional openness. Her body is aligning with yours even if her words stay guarded. When she matches your movements, she's revealing that she feels safe and connected. It's like two rhythms falling into step without effort. Finally, pay attention to her voice. When a woman is genuinely interested, her tone often softens. She may speak a little slower, lower her volume, or stretch certain words when talking to you. She might laugh more freely or respond more thoughtfully. This change isn't deliberate. It's another way her body shows comfort and attraction. Combined with the physical signals, it completes the picture. When you put all of this together, you stop guessing. You stop chasing signs that aren't there and start recognizing the ones that are. Attraction becomes clearer, calmer, and more natural. And once you truly see it, you'll realize it was never hidden. You just needed to know where to look. When a woman feels drawn toward a man, her voice often changes in small but meaningful ways. You may notice her tone lifting just a little, sounding lighter, warmer, and more playful than before. At other times, she may lower her voice and slow her speech, creating a calm, intimate sound that feels meant only for you. This change does not happen by accident. Her nervous system is naturally adjusting her voice to feel more attractive, more welcoming, and more emotionally connected to the moment you are sharing together. Sometimes she may speak softly enough that you have to lean in just a bit to hear her clearly. That small movement she encourages from you creates physical closeness without drawing attention to it. It is a smart and subtle way of pulling you closer without saying anything directly. Her body understands what it is doing long before her mind becomes aware of it. Her laughter is another powerful signal that often gets overlooked. Ask yourself honestly, does she laugh more freely with you than she does with other people around her? Does she laugh even when your comment was not meant to be funny? When a woman feels attraction, her laughter becomes brighter, more natural, and more frequent. It flows out of her easily. This is her nervous system showing approval, excitement, and genuine happiness in your presence. Polite laughter is controlled and brief, often forced to be socially correct. True attraction creates a laugh that bursts out before she has time to stop it. That sound, that spontaneous release of joy, shows her emotional openness. She is signaling that being around you raises her mood and makes her feel good inside. Attraction often reveals itself through the voice just as strongly as it does through physical movement. Eye contact is one of the strongest indicators of interest, yet many people misunderstand it. It is not simply about whether she looks at you or not. What matters is how she looks at you and how long she allows that look to last. When she is interested, her gaze stays on you a second longer than normal. There is softness in her eyes, a quiet pull, and a sense of curiosity. She is not trying to hide. One of the most telling signs is the triangular glance. Her eyes move from your eyes down to your mouth and then back to your eyes again. That brief drop to your lips carries desire. In that moment, her mind is imagining closeness and intimacy without actively planning anything. This small movement is one of the most honest and raw sparks of attraction you can witness. You may also notice her pupils widening slightly when she looks at you, especially in softer or dim lighting. This is not something she can control. Pupil dilation is a biological reaction linked to interest, excitement, and the release of dopamine in the brain. Her focus sharpens on the person who is emotionally stimulating her. If she is not interested, she will usually break eye contact quickly, glance away, or look past you entirely. But if she keeps searching for your eyes and reconnects after looking away, it means her attention keeps pulling her back to you. Her awareness is circling you again and again, even when she tries to look elsewhere. Pay close attention to how she interacts with the objects around her. If she is holding a cup, a bottle, a bracelet, or her phone, and keeps turning it in her hands, flipping it, or tracing her fingers along its edges, this behavior is meaningful. It is not boredom and it is not distraction. This is known as displacement energy. It is emotional tension created by attraction that needs an outlet. She is not uninterested. She is managing nervous energy. Her hands become a release point for feelings she is trying to keep under control. A woman who feels nothing will often put the object down or mentally drift away. A woman who feels pulled toward you stays present, but her hands quietly reveal the intensity of what she is feeling. There is also more to hair movement than the obvious hair flip many people talk about. Watch closely how she exposes her neck or the side of her face. When she slowly brushes her hair back, gently reveals her neck, or tucks strands behind her ear while slightly turning her head. She is exposing one of her most vulnerable areas. The neck has long been a signal of trust and openness throughout human history. Showing it intentionally or even without full awareness means she feels safe with you. This behavior is instinctive and deeply rooted in attraction. She is allowing access to a part of herself she normally protects. That small tilt of her head and that soft reveal act as a quiet invitation for your attention without words. Now observe her legs and feet when you are sitting together. These parts of the body often tell the truth because they operate far from conscious control. If her feet point toward you, Even when her upper body is angled another way, it means her instincts are guiding her toward you. The body naturally points toward what it wants most. If she keeps uncrossing and recrossing her legs, shifting her knee closer to you, or if her top foot makes small movements in your direction, she is releasing tension caused by attraction. A woman who feels nothing remains still and closed. A woman who feels something struggles to remain still for long. Signals from the lower body are some of the most honest signs there are. Another strong indicator is her memory. When a woman truly cares, she remembers details you shared, sometimes even ones you forgot you mentioned. If she brings up your favorite drink, remembers something from your childhood, mentions a habit you casually spoke about, or recalls a goal you shared days or weeks earlier, she is showing emotional investment. This goes beyond normal conversation. This is selective memory driven by interest. Her mind is storing information about you because you matter to her. She sees you as someone important, someone worth remembering. She is creating space for you in her thoughts. Watch for moments when she laughs and then briefly looks away or hides part of her face. That quick flash of shyness tells you the attraction hit her strongly enough to overwhelm her control. She is trying to steady herself. Her nervous system is reacting to the intensity of what she feels. Her shoulders may pull in slightly, or she may cover her mouth or eyes for a moment. This is not rejection and it is not discomfort. It is emotional overflow. She feels excited, open, and slightly exposed. She is not embarrassed by you. She is reacting to her own emotional surge. This kind of response happens only when attraction is real and powerful. Her body always speaks before her logic catches up. The signals she sends, the way she leans in, mirrors your movements, reveals her neck, widens her pupils, moves her hands, shifts her voice, points her feet, and remembers your words all form a clear pattern. This pattern is her physical truth. Men who ignore these signs often miss opportunities without realizing why. Men who learn to read them move through connection with confidence and clarity. Awareness becomes a real advantage. It sharpens your instincts, strengthens your presence, and helps you move through interactions with certainty instead of doubt. Learn to notice these cues carefully because they reveal everything she may never say out loud. Her body tells the complete story. Long before her words ever do,